But what I've learned is that you can be patriotic in other ways, like not being violent. If you're to bring change in the country, it starts with me.
True.
Yeah, there are many things like we didn't know about our country, about the history of our country, about the resources, lots of things that left us confused. But they are going to learn more because I'm going to teach them every knowledge that I've gained here, so that we can be in our comfortable Uganda and we can build it ourselves.
All right, Shafiq,
Yes.
what is your last message to the people out there, most especially the youths, and to the government to be able to help you guys make your life better?
My fellow youth, I would just encourage them to be aware of this very kill disease, this kill disease, the HIV and AIDS. So they should use maybe the ABCD methods, being abstinence. If they can't abstain, maybe they should be faithful to their partner, or else they should use the condom. If not, they will go to death. That is okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Shafiq. And coming back to you, what is your last message to the young girls out there and to the government as well?
And my last message to the young girls is that they should abstain. That's the main thing I encourage them to do, abstaining, because they can't be faithful to partners when they are not married. So they should abstain and get engaged in those sexual relationships after marriage. Then, to the youth at large, I would encourage them to know the history of Uganda, to know where we came from, to be patriotic, to love our country and love ourselves, because it's the strategy that youths outside are using. And for the government, I would like to request the government to continue sensitizing more, especially the young generation, those ones who are younger than us. By the time they reach our age, at least they would be far from, they would have received knowledge more than what we've got. Because if we had received it at a younger age, at least would be someone who contribute to the development of our country. So that's my message to the government.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hi, my name is Nakijoba Vivian from Rubaga Division, Kabowa. I'm a youth representative, Simbwa Zone, that is the village. So I was ignorant about almost everything about my country. But the time I've spent here, I've learned a lot, and I need to even get to know a lot more, because it seems it's not even enough. This is the experience everyone should have, every youth should go through, because when we are in our villages, our communities, there is talk about the country, they talk about this and that, you take that. But then when you come to this training, you're taught step by step, the history, the culture. You get to learn. I've learned a lot of things about my country. I still need to learn more, but what I've got, I can start from here and teach my fellow youth about their country, the love for it. First you have to love yourself, then your country. You need to know the history of your country before we start talking that this and this, the government has done this, the government hasn't done this. You need to first go through this training. When you go through this training, you get to learn everything. That yes, we have perception that like when you're out there, everything is supposed to go like this step one, and you have it all planned out. But then when you come here, you're told step by step that this and this should be like this. So I've learned that, and then I've learned about finance. We youth, we work. Some of us do. Yes, I've learned about financial literacy, because we are good spenders. Some of us earn little, some a lot, but whether it's little or a lot, we almost spend the same. But I've learned that I should spend on what I really need, not everything I want. That I've learned. Then, health-wise, my life is important. My body is important. I'm an asset to the country. So whatever I do, I should think about my life and my country. Because if I don't have the life, then I don't know what the country would do without me. Because I'm important to the country. I need to be alive. I need to be safe for my country to exist.
My name is Muhammad Robert Ashaba, a chairperson from Kampala Central, which is made up of 20 parishes. I happen to be from one of those, which is Kagube Parish, and I'm here to give an experience about the camp we've been in, about being patriotic. Initially, I joined this politics with this idea, again, we see people are in politics, we be like, we are today, they are earning this, they is earning the other one. So my first time why I joined politics was like, but since I've learned, because we are here, they told us we are going to learn and unlearn. So I have learned that I should love my nation, I should serve. And how I wish those people are in those offices, however small it might be or however big it might be, if we all have that spirit of loving our nation, loving our country, not being there because you are there to accumulate money, I think we would be far away, we would be better off than any other country in this world. Countries are better, are good because people are in offices serving, not because they want to accumulate wealth, but they want to see that their nation is going from the level it is at to a next level. And I would urge every Ugandan, please, 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 in those positions that you are in, let your country be the number one choice. Don't be there because you are working for your family or you're working for anything or any other person. Work for Uganda, and that will take us to the place that we dream to be at. Thank you.
My name is Princess Nabadda from Machindi. I'm a female affairs in Zambia Central. Nganzize okwogera ku mulamwa okwo bye tubadde tetumanyi omusomo gwe batuleetedde fe abamu twaze tumanyi tugenda kulya ssente so si bwe kibadde tuzze kusoma ku bintu ebituyamba nga ffe abavubuka ebintu ebituyamba nga ffe ensi yaffe kuba tubadde twesosola ffe n'abavubuka n'abantu bonna naye ekyenjize tetulina kwesosola mu bantu bonna tulina sosola amawanga tetulina sosola amawanga ffenna tuli omuntu omu tulwanirira Uganda tetuzze wano kuyiga nti oba ku bya politics tuzze kuyiga ku bulamu bwaffe tweba tubaddewo tutya twezimbye tutya tukoze tutya kuba abavubuka abamu tubeereye waffe nga tetumanyi tetulina kukola kati nga ffe abawala tulina kubaawo nti omusajja kampe ssente twagala abasajja abakulu bannaye bawala bannange mbakubiriza benkulembera ne besikulembera Uganda yonna muleke abawala okulaba nti abasajja bagenda tuwa ssente abasajja batutta busi muve mwekolerere ekirala abavubuka bannange kyembagamba siriimu gyali mungi batusomesezza ku kintu siriimu omuvubuka weekuumya otya siriimu abavubuka abalenzi mwagala basuga mami ne babalwaza mbagala nnyo tulwanire eggwanga lyaffe Uganda.
My name is Nakijoba Vivian. I represented the Rubaga division. I'm really grateful for having joined this workshop. First of all, I want to thank the government for having organized this workshop without any segregation, because we have been here, different cultures, different parties, the NUP, the NRM, the FDC, and many others. And since day one, we've learned a lot of things. We've learned some of the projects, the programs that are in the districts to help the youth, and of which some of us, we never knew about them. We've learned about health. They have brought here different people who have helped us to improve in our livings. We've learned about financial literacy. We've learned many things. We've learned how to think out of our box. So I'm really grateful to the government. Thank you. I remain as Nakijoba, representative Rubaga division.
I'm Namuddu Cinderella from Kwampe division. I'm there as student affairs as well as a scout. So the major reason that had brought us here for camping, we had come for patriotism, and also The training was very good. They've equipped us with many things. So as a senior youth from there, students affairs, we've received so far many cases from there, Kawempe. Like as many students have been raped, others have been impregnated, whereby their parents have denied them a right of going back to school. Some of them have been involved in peer groups, started taking drugs. So since we've had this training, I also thank the government for this opportunity that they have given us. By the time we'll go there, we'll go back in our respective divisions. I'll be able to counsel the students, also the parents.
Hello, my name is Wycliffe Agaba. I am one of the youth mobilizers and instructors at the National Secretariat for Patriotism Corps, and I'm glad to have been part of this engagement with the youth leaders in Kampala region, a training that has had a very big effect onto the youth leaders. We know that mindset change and transformation is one of the pillars of patriotism, and in everything that we do, we enable and we ensure that we train these students, we train these youth leaders to be effective team players, to be effective change makers in their societies wherever they go. Now, as youth leaders, I believe that this is something that has been long overdue because of the impact these people have onto society. These are people who are influencing policies and who will influence policy even tomorrow. Therefore, engaging them in such sessions is very, very vital if we want the leader that we want to have in future. We very well know that the past is gone and we can't do anything about it, and now we have a future to look forward to. And if we have a mass of youth that are trained, that are shaped to have this mindset transformation and mindset change, I strongly believe that we shall indeed have the country that we wish to have, because that is the intention of the Secretariat, to sharpen the leaders that we want, to make them useful into society. I strongly believe that this is something that should go on and should continue, because all in all, knowledge is something that is continuous, it can never end, and the more you grow, the more you need to learn and also relearn. There are many things that these people did not know, and as they go away, we believe that they are going away very different. They are going away people who are transformed and ready to change the nation into something that they hope for. They are not only sayers, but they are going to be doers, effective doers that are going to inspire society where they come from, inspire the communities where they belong, inspire families that they belong into, but most importantly, to inspire themselves to be change makers into this nation and to make it the nation that they want it to be.
A youth council comprises of any youth as long as you're being elected to be a leader. Despite of any party, NRM, NOP, FDC and DP, we are all youth leaders and you are being elected to serve the youths. That's why I tell them we leave the political issues aside after our term of serving to the youth, and they go back to their parties if they are willing to. Yeah, the main issue is to serve the youth, to see that the youths down reach their desires. That's the main issue, and that's why I tell them to leave aside politics.
Well, I do think this is the real definition of Uganda First, understanding that as a young person, it doesn't matter which party you're coming from, but when it comes to national issues, on issues concerning us as Ugandans, please, we need to come first. Put your parties aside and look at what we need as young people to develop our country. And I do love this gesture from, the youth leaders from all divisions of Kampala coming together to understand how they can help each other, but also use patriotism to contribute to this country's development.
Well, thanks to the organizers of this, and thanks to the youth for the participation, the love that they're showing, and it really shows that despite of the differences between them, the different parties that they come from, they're really willing to work together towards achieving their goals and doing great things for the country.
And basically that's what we should be doing as Ugandans. Leave aside the things that do make us different. We understand that we're not the same. You'll find a person coming from the north, in the central, in the west. We will not just be the same people, but looking at the things that unite us as Ugandans is what is important, the interest. And I do love the fact that the president always talks about this. Look at the interests of us as Ugandans, and people should look at the interests. For example, these youth leaders from the central, from Kampala, should look at the interests of the young people that they do lead in KCCA, rather than looking at the parties and all the rest. And I do love that. We do thank the National Secretariat for Patriotism Call, Office of the President, for the support they do give to us to make sure that this show does happen, and we are here to inspire the young people and give them a platform to become better and better by day. Remember, we are moving by the theme Uganda First, putting everything that we do in the interest of Uganda. I do thank you so much for watching Youth of Purpose. Kindly follow me on all my social media handles, on Twitter at @I_Tumukunde, on Facebook at Tumukunde, and on Instagram at Tumukunde.
Do not forget to follow us, Youth of Purpose, on Facebook and Twitter. My name is Ishimwe Kathy. Everywhere I'm Ishimwe Kathy.
That's all we had for you today.
Bye.
Youth of Purpose, brought to you by Uganda First.
It's the festive season and we love it. And that means it's time to celebrate with GoTV.
Come with me.
So get your GoCoder and GoTV value for 25,000 shillings to watch with the whole family. And